All right, you guys. Let me know if you can or can't hear me. Feel free to pin my video. There we go. All right. Welcome to your circuit class today, guys. My name's Elena, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to type them in the chat or come off of mute. Today we are going to be using some weights. If you have dumbbells, that is fine. Hopefully you guys can hear me and that's not too loud. I'll pause it for now. So today's class, we're going to be doing 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off. We're going to do no repeats. So if you're someone who doesn't like doing like tons of sets of things, we're going to be going straight through a whole bunch of fun exercises. And if you know me, you know I love doing combos. So we have a whole list of some pretty fun exercises. We're going to start with our muscle groups. So we're going to start with the lower body, about 5-6 exercises per. We're going to do lower body, core, upper body. We're going to do some high intensity stuff. So whatever weights you have will work. I have a whole bunch of different ones. I have my 1 pounders, 2 pounders, a 30 and 2 10s. So whatever you have works. If you don't have weights, that is fine too. You can do most of these without them as well. Let's warm up. Get my music going. Let's do it. All right. First day back after a vacation is always going to be fun. Here we go, you guys. Let me get my timer going. If you are just hanging out here, go ahead and start bringing those knees up into a knee lift while my timer gets rid of this ad. All right. Go ahead and bring those heels up to your butt. Bring those heels right up. Add a nice little bend in the knees. Three, 2, 1. Back to the front, knee lifts, up and down. Bring those hands up to the head. Cross elbow to knee, elbow to knee. We're gonna do about a 3-minute warm up. Focus on bringing that knee up instead of going down. Keep those hands up by the head, bring both feet down, go ahead and drop it into a squat, and back up. Press all the way into your heels to drive you up, down and up. Squatting it out for our warm up. Knees should be tracking a little bit out, don't let them go over the toes. Going. 3 more. 2 and 1. Go ahead and find some space. We're going to hinge it down. So bring your chin down to your chest. Roll those shoulders forward. If you can touch the ground, go right ahead and walk those hands out into a plank. Take it nice and slow. Find that nice plank position and hold it here. Hands should be right under the shoulders. Bring those hips up into a down dog and back down to your plank. We're going to do this about 4 or 5 times. Stretch out those legs. Bring it up and down. 2 more. And walk those hands back into the feet. Feel that stretch behind your hamstrings and roll it up. Go ahead and come into a nice light jog here. Got about 45 seconds left of our warm up, and then we're going to start with our lower body section. So if you just hopped on, we are doing no repeats today. So for all of these exercises, I want you to give it your 150% because you won't have to do them again. All right, let's go ahead and go into some jumping jacks. Modified, 1 arm up, leg out. Keep going, about 15 seconds left. Let's jump it out. 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Make sure you have some water close by. And if you are using heavier weights, make sure you have some shoes on. All right, guys, we're gonna start. Our first exercise for 40 seconds is gonna be a goblet squat. So find a weight, backpack, a dog, whatever you have close by. You're gonna hold your weight just like this, right under the chin. Bring those elbows together, and I want you to squat it down. Elbows should come between the knees, and stand it back up. 40 seconds. Keep it going. I want you to get as low as you can go, comfortably. These are a little easy for you. Add a pause at the bottom, hold it, and then bring it back up. Nice flat back. Shoulders are back. 10 seconds left. Elbows in. Last one. And break. All right, next one, we're gonna do reverse lunges. I want you to grab a weight here, just one, a light one, so 2, 8s, 5s, whatever you have. We're gonna be reversing that lunge, stepping back. Options is to just hold on to something and do just these. Otherwise, we're gonna bring it up over the head, back down. Go ahead and join in with me. Bringing that weight up over the head, stepping it back. Sometimes these combos are like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. So if you are struggling, just focus on one aspect of the movement. It is getting toasty in here already. Got about 10 seconds left. Keep reversing that lunge. Last one. And break. All right, we have some squat jacks coming up next. I gotta turn on my fan. All right, squat jacks. Jumping jack, legs come in, squat. Here we go. Out, in, squat. Out, in, squat. I have to say it in my head, otherwise I start to lose it. Modified, out, in, squat, one side at a time. This round is for the lower body, so you will start to feel it. Out, in, squat it down. 3 seconds. Last one. All right, breathe, guys. 20 seconds just flies by. We get a little break here. Our next one is a lateral lunge with a fly. So I will demonstrate this one. We're going to be going side to side. So make sure you have some side space. To the side, stand it up, arms could lift up. So light weights here or no weights. Then back to the other side, arms lift up. Alternating back and forth. All right, 5 seconds to breathe. All right, here we go. Nice wide stance. Sit those hips back and then press to that heel, arms up, left side. Take it slow. Literally just think of sticking your booty back. Five seconds left. And break. All right, last one in our lower body section is deadlifts. So I will pause it just so that if you are new to deadlifts and they scare you, like they did me for many years, I want you just to bring your hands up to your head, plant your feet, nice little bend in the knees. And I want you just to think of starting to hinge at the hips, sticking your butt back until you feel that stretch in your hamstrings. Nice flat back. Bring it right back up, just like a good morning. If you are well versed in deadlifts, go ahead and grab a weight that challenges you and hold it. And we're gonna do the same thing. Bringing it down, back up. Okay? So you should feel this in your hamstrings. You should be pressing through your heels to bring that weight up. 5 more seconds to breathe. All right, grab a weight or nothing. Bring those hands up to the head, stand it up, squeeze those glutes at the top, sit those hips back. Right when you feel that stretch in your hamstrings is when you come back up. And if you are still struggling with these, just go ahead and do some squats. Ten seconds left. And break. All right, you guys. We're getting through. 15 seconds to breathe. Grab some water if you need it. And then we have some jumping jacks. Sweating, you guys. Here we go. Jumping jacks, modified, or whatever kind you want to do. Keep it going for about 25 more seconds. Modified. Feel free to go crazy with it. You can go here. "12 seconds left. And break. All right, we are going into our core section. So we are going to bring it down to the floor. Let's see what we have first. Russian twist, grab a weight. We're going to go side to side. For this twist, feet on the floor. Option 1, lean it back. Right when you start to feel that in your core, weight or no weight. Side to side, I want you to touch your fingertips to the ground or bop that weight on the ground side to side. Go ahead and join in with me. Keep pressing it down, side to side. If you want to make this a little bit harder, you can pick those feet up off the ground and make it a lot harder. We got 18 seconds left. We are almost there. And the next exercise is going to be a plank with a toe reach on the hands. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, break. All right, grab some water, and then get ready to get into your plank position. Here we go. All right, got 5 seconds left. Hands right underneath those shoulders. Lift it up into your plank. You can either hold here or bring it up into a down dog and reach for that toe, back down. Alternate, reach for that toe, back down to that plank. Keep going. This is a little bit too much. Go ahead and add in some shoulder taps. Always feel free to make the workouts work for you. Downward dog, back down to that plank for 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. All right, grab a weight. We're gonna do some toe touches. So we're gonna grab a weight that's somewhat heavy, or no weight at all. Lay it back, feet up in the air, and I want you to hold your weight securely. We don't wanna drop it. Lift it up, and essentially just You want to touch it right to those toes. Back up and down. Take it slow. Keep your eyes looking up at the ceiling. Try to get those shoulder blades off the ground. We are almost there, 15 seconds left. Starting to warm up our arms as well for that last part. 4, 3, 2, 1, break. All right, you guys, we are powering right through. Grab a sip of water. All right. Here we go. Next round, heel taps with a chest press. So again, if you don't have weights, that's fine. Just leave out the chest press. If you do, it's gonna look like this. Grab your weights, lay it back flat on the ground, knees and tabletop. Weights are gonna come straight up above you, and you're gonna do your chest press down and up. But as you do that, one of your legs is going to extend out, back up. So again, this is a fun little combo that's gonna make your brain work. If you don't have weights, I just want you to focus on the bottom portion of your legs going out, or hold these weights up here just like this. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and bring those weights up, knees tabletop, and chest press down, leg comes out, press it back up. This is one you definitely have to think about. Keep that low back pressed into the floor. If you're struggling to keep that low back on the ground, I want you just to hold those weights up there and just tap the heels down. And that's the focus. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, next. Back to our plank position. Put a weight right in front of you. If you don't have a weight, that's fine. Just pretend there's one there. We're going to go onto our elbows, and we're going to hold an elbow plank right about here in front of that weight. Once we're up in that plank, we're just going to reach out one arm at a time and tap that weight. Bring it back down and alternate, tap that weight. If you want to make it harder, roll that weight farther away from you. And if you need to modify, drop the knees down or just hold the plank as is. Okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, hold that plank, squeeze those glutes, pull that core in, and reach and tap. Try not to let your body rock too far side to side. Try to keep those hips square for the next 20 seconds. Six seconds. And break. Woo! All right, we have our last core exercise, which is going to be a skull crusher with a sit-up. Again, told you I love combos. So, laying it back down flat, knees up, feet down. You're gonna hold your weight above the head. Both of your elbows are gonna bend. It's gonna come, let's bring it above the head so that we don't bonk ourselves, because I usually do. Extend that arm back up straight, and from there, you're gonna lift that weight all the way up. If you can't get all the way up quite yet, I just want you to lift the shoulder blades off the ground and then repeat. Elbows bend. You wanna keep them essentially right outside of your ears. Extend it up, all the way up to seated. And back down. If you do not have a weight, you're gonna pretend you do. Elbows come down, reach it up, arms up over the head, up to seated. Back down. Here we go. Bring those heels down into the ground, arm up. Bend those elbows, slow, extend it up, and reach. These are all about control. We've got 12 seconds left. Get one more in. Break. All right, grab some water. And if you have light weights or no weights, so light as in like 3 pounds or lighter, otherwise no weights, we're just gonna come down into a nice low squat position and we're just gonna punch. Punch as hard as you can. We're gonna warm up that upper body because it is next. Okay, you guys, got 5 seconds to breathe. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squat it down, nice low squat. Bring those arms up, punch it. I don't want you to slow it down. Just find a rhythm. Don't slow down, you got 15 seconds left. Get low. Don't come out of that squat. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Drop those weights down. All right, now it's gonna come into our upper body section. So we have some curls with an overhead press coming next. So weights that feel right for you for this type of exercise. So for me, my challenging is 10. So for about 40 seconds should be relatively challenging if you have a good set of weights. Otherwise, I want you to make those muscles work if you have light weights. So that's really squeezing those biceps, keeping those elbows in and bringing it up. They come back down, palms face you, they extend down. So there's almost like a little twist in there. Curl them up, they twist out at the top, they twist back down, curl, control. Here we go. Nice strong base of support. Squeeze those glutes and your core. Curl it up. Turn them out at the top. Extend those arms as extended as you can get. At the bottom, all the way extended. Back up. Ten seconds. And break. Not so bad. All right, bent rows. So again, choosing a weight that works for you. Bring those feet together. Hinge it forward, stick your hips back. From here, you're just gonna bring both arms up, squeeze those triceps in. You're gonna drop one arm at a time. Row it. Down, up, down, up. So that way we're holding this weight for a little bit longer. Keep those elbows in, really squeeze those triceps. Ten seconds left. Keep those glutes squeezed, nice flat back. 3, 2, and 1. Set it up. Drop those weights down, give your arms a nice little shake. We are gonna do some push-ups next. We're gonna give us a little bit of a break in between. We're gonna do a W. So, those look like this. And push-ups, again, it's the hardest push-up that you can do. So if that's on your knees, then that is on your knees. It's gonna go like this. Push up, 1, down flat, lift those hands off the floor, and I want you to reach those arms out like you are Superman. Bring them back in, squeeze those scapulas together like little chicken wings, place them back down, push yourself back up. And then 1 full push-up, back down, arms come out. Squeeze those elbows together, place the hands down, push yourself back up. Here we go. Push-up position, and go for it. 1 push-up, back down. Reach those arms out, bring them in, place the hands down, push. So it's essentially like 1.5 push-ups. Keep that core nice and tight. When you push up, try to focus on lifting your hips up at the same time as your shoulders. One more. And break. All right, guys, we have some tricep dips coming up next. If you have a bench or a stable chair that you would like to do these off of, go right ahead and go use it. Otherwise, join me on the floor, hands pointed towards your hips. And with these ones, hips come up off the ground. Do not let your hips move up and down. We are not doing hip thrusts today. Just these elbows. Bring them up. Elbows go back and up. As low as you can go. Here we go. If these bother your wrists also, try doing them off a bench. Sometimes it's a little easier. And drop it down. I want you to take a break as you need because 40 seconds of tricep dips is brutal. And if you struggle with those, go ahead and lean it back and press yourself forward and squeeze those triceps as a modified version. 10 seconds left. Finish strong for 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo. Shake out those arms. Take a second, stretch out your wrists. I know those tricep dips can sometimes really bother my wrists. Take a second, roll them out. Grab some water. All right, we are making great time. We have about 10 more exercises, which is not too bad. We've been through almost 20 so far. So you're doing great. All right, next is a little bit more of high intensity exercises, essentially. Just because I care about you guys so much, I'm gonna drain you at the end. So, we're gonna start with mountain climbers. On the hands, if your wrists are really sore right now, go ahead and do them on the elbows. Otherwise, you can also take your weights, use your weights on the ground, and keep your wrists in a neutral position. If that helps your wrists, I always tell people this is a good way to help prevent your wrists from laying too flat. All right, 40 seconds of mountain climbers. Take it slow or take it fast. That is your choice. Bring it up into your plank position and bring those knees underneath, one at a time. I don't want those hips too far up. I don't want you up here. I want you down here. Nice and flat, so if you have to take it slow, go ahead. Look at those hands. Make sure they are under the shoulders. Only 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. And rest. All right, you guys. Grab a weight. Any size weight will do, preferably under 10 pounds. We're gonna do our knee drives. So without a weight, it's gonna look just like this. Starting with our right foot in front, left leg in back, I want you to get low so both knees are bent. That back leg is going to come up like you are kneeing something in the stomach. Oh, yeah, just like that. And this is really focusing on speed here, but again, focusing on not letting this knee go past the toe and staying low in it. If you are using a weight, one weight, it's just going to come in and out, just like that. We're going to do each side for 40 seconds. They look relatively easy, but man, there's a reason they're at the end. All right, right leg in front, left leg behind. Let's get nice and low, shoulders back, core tight, glutes tight. Here we go, knee in. I want you just to tap that toe on the floor and bring it right back in. Watch that front knee. Woo, drop your weight if you need it halfway through. That right leg should be feeling it. Drop it a little bit lower. Woo, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Ah. Breathe. Grab some water before we do the other side. I think I'm going to use the lightweight for this one. Left foot in front. All right, here we go. Right leg back. Bend it down. Tight core, shoulders down. Right knee comes in. Tap it. Tap. It's been a really messed up week. 7 days of torture, 7 days of bitter, and my girlfriend cheated on me. She's a California man, but it's time for me to bring it back, keep it low. Whatever. It doesn't matter. 15 seconds. Oh, that left leg is feeling it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Whew. All right, you guys, we are almost there. And then we're going to take about 5 minutes for a cool down and a nice little stretch. All right. So we're going to go back to our legs just to finish out our legs a little bit. We're going to do a squat walk to the side. So walking side to side. This is our next exercise. So if you have space, go as far down as you can. If you have little space, I just want you to bring your legs open and closed. Step side to side. If you have bands, like circular bands, this is also a great exercise to use those with. All right. I need a break. Okay, here we go. Squat it down nice and low. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Sit it down. Low squat, side to side. I always want to do little crab hands when I do these, because I always feel like a crab. Something should just stay in my brain. Get it low. Sit it down. Staying low. And now I want you to bring it down into that squat position and hold it. Hold. Give it a nice little pulse. Up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Shake those legs out. All right, last little leg exercise is going to be a jump squat. I know, everyone jump for joy. So, modifications. You're going to squat it down, bring it up onto the toes in a calf raise. If you would like to add in your jump squat, it's just going to go up, right back down. All about the landing. Control that landing. Okay, we got about 5 seconds left. Take it slow, modify as needed, or progress it as needed. 3, 2, 1. Squat it down and back up, calf raise, or jump squat. Sit those hips back. Press those knees out at the bottom. Regular squat as needed. Ooh, feel that burn. 10 seconds left. Take that little bit of energy left and use it. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, guys, we're almost there. We have like one exercise left. Bring it down to the floor. And this is going to take us a little bit into our cool down. So you get a little bit of a breather. You're going to grab a weight if you have one. We're going to do some weighted bridges. If you feel like I do right now, I need a nice big old deep breath. Go ahead and bring those arms up over the head. And take a nice big breath in. All right. For your weighted bridge, I want you to roll that weight right over those hip bones, pressing those heels into the ground. You should be able to wiggle your toes during these. You're going to squeeze your cheeks together. And you're going to lift that tailbone up off the ground, press through your heels, squeeze, and hold. So go ahead and hold up here with me. Make sure you are holding onto that weight as it will roll. Go ahead from here and bring those knees a little bit apart and close. Open, close, open, close. Keeping those glutes squeezed together. Really make those muscles work. For 3, 2, 1, keep holding. Lift a little bit higher. You should feel those cheeks burning, cramping. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1, bring it down. Whew. All right, good job, guys. We're almost there. Last glute exercise. This is for our hip mobility, hip strength, glute strength, really good for the low back as well, hands and knees. 40 seconds on each side, which is going to be our fire hydrants. We're going to start with our left side. Bring that knee out to the side like you are a dog and bring it right back in. Out to the side, back in. Try to keep those hips as square to the floor as possible. I don't want you opening up really, really high. Just wherever it goes is where it goes. Make sure those hands are under the shoulders. Your back is nice and flat. I want you to go ahead and add in a hold at the top for about 2 seconds and then lower. Hold, 1, 2, down, up, hold, 1, 2. One more, and rock it back to a child's pose. Take a second to breathe. And we're gonna go ahead and do the right side next. All right, give yourself some space between your knees. Here we go. Right leg comes up and in. Feel free to add in that pause whenever you feel it's needed. That leg and that hip should be the only thing moving. And you should probably also be feeling it in that standing leg as well. We got 10 seconds left. Up and hold. Last one. And child's pose. Woo. All right, you guys take a second to breathe and grab some water. We're gonna do a quick cool down. Because why not? All right, before you guys all go back to our desks, let's take a nice little second to stretch our lower back and our hip flexors a bit. So let's lay it down nice and flat. And from here, I'm going to have you grab your right knee, extend that left leg out as straight as you can. Pull that right knee in as close to your armpit as you can. And pull it up and over to the left side of your body. Try to keep both shoulders square to the ceiling. And bring it back up. And from here, you're going to grab behind that right thigh, extend that leg as straight as you can. I want you to take a second, roll that ankle around a few times in both directions. If you have to bend your knee a little bit to do that, that's fine too. And then straighten it as best you can and give it a nice, gentle pull towards you. And then go ahead and bend that knee. And again, pull that leg in as close to you as possible, keeping that leg up in the air. So kind of like a half of a happy baby. And extend it. We're going to switch legs. Left knee comes in. Pull it in as close as you can to your armpit. Keeping that right leg pressed into the floor. Cross it up and over to the right side. Reach that left arm out straight. And bring it back in. Extend it straight up, as straight as you can get it. So whatever works for you. Roll that ankle around. Notice any tension in any parts of your lower leg when you roll your ankle around. Nice deep breath. Pull that knee in a little bit closer, keeping that foot up towards the ceiling. Really stretch that hamstring. And bring it all the way back down. We're going to bring that right knee in and cross it over that left knee. And using that right elbow, press that knee out to the side. So a little bit of a figure four stretch. And bring that knee in. Holding behind our left knee, pulling it in. One of my favorite stretches. And we're going to hold. Take some nice deep breaths. And switch legs. Bring that right knee in, cross the left leg over, use that left elbow to press that knee out. And take some nice deep breaths. And bring that right leg up into the air. Bring your left leg up to meet it. And grab the insides of those feet. And bring both knees to each side for a happy baby. Pressing those knees down on the outside of your body. And release and slowly sit all the way back up. We're going to come into a butterfly position. So feet together, knees apart. And I want you to scoot your hips in just a tiny bit. And I want you to sit up as tall, best posture. Think back against a wall, shoulders down. And I want you to take 3 deep breaths, breathing into your belly. So big inhale and exhale so that all of the air fills your stomach. And inhale. And one more. This time as you exhale, I want you to bring yourself as close to your toes as possible, curving your back over. And holding this position for another 5 to 10 seconds. And bring those arms straight out in front of you and back up. Extend both legs out straight for our last little stretch. Toes up to the ceiling. Again, sitting up nice and tall. And I want you just to bring your arms straight out in front of you like you are a zombie and bring them right down to your shins. And then slowly just inch yourself a little bit closer so that your back is staying as straight as possible. Because while something like this, curving over, it really does stretch as well. We want to focus on being able to stretch with our backs completely straight, which is really going to help strengthen that lower back and stretch it. So try to keep it nice and flat and just hold on to where is comfortable. And bring your arms up over your head. This time we're going to curve our back, round it over, and reach for those toes. And release. Shake out those legs. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you need a little bit more time to stretch, go ahead and take some time for yourself to stretch after today's class. If you have any questions on any of the movements, or if you would even like the routine, feel free to email us. I can send it to you. And also it will be on YouTube. Don't forget to hydrate and get outside.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.